first thing that comes to mind when people hear the science of cancer is this. They say, well, if this is true, if what you say is true and it's that simple, how come my doctor doesn't know about it? I mean, he went to medical school. He's a very smart guy. And I've known his family for years. He's a wonderful, principled person. He wouldn't deliberately hold back a control for cancer, and indeed he's not. So the question is, how come your doctor doesn't know about this? Or worse, how come your doctor tells you to run for your life, stay away from this because it's quackery? He thinks he's doing you a favor by telling you that. Why is this? How did this come about? Let's pick up the story and see how these interests captured control of the American medical establishment. The mechanism that they used to do this was brilliant. They used the tax-exempt foundations. Most of the great tax-exempt foundations, of this country at least, were created by the same financial interests which have a powerful influence in the pharmaceutical industry. The takeover of the medical industry was accomplished by the takeover of the medical schools. Well, the people that we're talking about, Rockefeller and Carnegie in particular, came to the picture and said, we will put up money. They offered tremendous amounts of money to the schools that would agree to cooperate with them. The donors said to the schools, we're giving you all this money. Now, would it be too much to ask if we could put some of our people on your board of directors to see that our money is being spent wisely? Almost overnight, all of the major universities received large grants from these sources and also accepted 1, 2, or 3 of these people that I mentioned on their board of directors, and the schools literally were taken over by the financial interests that put up the money. Now, what happened as a result of that is that the schools did receive an infusion of money. They were able to build new buildings. They were able to add expensive equipment to their laboratories. They were able to hire top-notch teachers. But at the same time as doing that, they skewed the whole thing in the direction of pharmaceutical drugs. That was the efficiency in philanthropy. The doctors from that point forward in history would be taught pharmaceutical drugs. All of the great teaching institutions in America were captured by the pharmaceutical interests in this fashion. And it's amazing how little money it really took to do it. So now the average doctor goes through school. He gets a great education. He has to be really smart to get through it. He learns all about drugs. He doesn't know too much about basic nutrition. I found that the average wife of these physicians knows more about nutrition than he does. But they sure know their drugs. And if you go to your typical doctor today, I don't care what it is, chances are you're going to walk out of there with a prescription. Why? Because that's what he has been trained to do.